Hello there. I hope you have a drink and something to snack on. Allow yourself to block out your surroundings and tap into our conversation. You are listening to the Safe Room Podcast with yours truly, Sean Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Safe Room Podcast. I'm your host, the President Sean Williams, and it is a special episode. This is not your prototypical episode where I'm with an entrepreneur, business owner. Today, the topic's music. We're going to be vibing. It's going to be a lot of, hot takes and debates, but you know what we're here for. I'm excited. I got my two brothers with me. Please introduce yourself. I'm going to start with Atang. Go ahead.
Yo. My name's Atang. I'm from Botswana, and I'm a photographer here. I freelance and also do videography. And I'm just stoked to come talk to music with Sean and with my boy Gofiwa, which I'll pass it on to.
Yo, everybody. My name is Gofiwa, and I'm a cinematographer. Yeah, I just can't wait to get started. Gonna talk about music with my boys. It was a pretty interesting year. I just can't wait to hear what they got to say about the whole.
Yeah. Are we all qualified to talk about music?
Yeah, I think we're all qualified.
To be fair, I would say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that we are the audience.
True.
But no, in a sense, I feel like we'll get into it as to why. I think they'll see for themselves as to why.
Yeah, I think we'll be straight. We're here to cover the year that was 2023. So if you're wondering why we're filming in 2024, obviously there are some music that were released late, and you have to take that in for a bit. But we are starting off the year strong with reviews of 2023. This is actually my third type of iteration of doing something like this. I started back with this in 2021. I made
Nice.
a IG video. You can't find it now because my account got hacked, unfortunately.
Damn,
so
God damn.
it is what it is. But you can go check out my live. If you scroll down on my profile, it'll be there. It's separate lives of me kind of covering it. So I thought, let me turn into an actual podcast episode, make it easier myself,
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have this conversation with you both, man. It's going to be super, super crazy. And yeah, I should say let's get into it. But before we do that, we have to start with our hot seat segment. That is always going to be no matter who we have on, we have to do the hot seat. That is a given. Okay?
It's a staple, huh?
Yes, it's a staple for sure. All right. So for the both of y'all, I have 4 questions.
All right.
Don't feel pressure. Just because it's called a hot seat doesn't mean it's super intense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
So how are we going to hit the questions? So is it going to be one question you ask and then one, or one person all 4 at once?
I mean, we can do one question and 1.
Yeah.
Makes it easier.
Yeah, that sounds like
Okay, cool. So I guess I'll start with Gofiwa. I'll go with you first.
All right.
So outside the work that you do, tell me something about yourself in 1 sentence.
Dang. No, because I'm mostly known for my work. Damn. That's
That should just be the sentence. Damn.
wow. Okay. Outside of my work, 1 sentence I would use to define myself. Man, not gonna lie. I can't think of the right word, but I'm gonna say sleep because half the time I'm always sleeping, bro. If I'm not working, I'm usually just at home sleeping.
Because he's a hard worker.
Yeah. Sleep's important. I wish I had enough sleep sometimes. To be honest.
I don't get enough sleep. That's why I'm actually saying this. Because I think the past 2 weeks were basically for the Christmas and New Year's holidays, I was literally just sleeping the whole 2 weeks. I don't even know how I managed to do that, but thank God I did it because, bro, I don't think I would have survived if I was still working throughout those 2 weeks. So sleep, I'm usually sleeping, man. That's it.
Yeah, I feel you. Atang, how about you, man?
In 1 sentence, how would I describe myself? Well, I am a synthetic organic chemistry student. So I think that's outside of my work, I'm a student. I love chemistry, so that's what I'd use to describe myself.
All right. I love that. So we have chemistry student and we got sleep. All right. I love the contrast in between.
Well, to be fair, you know what? He had time as he's thinking, as he's talking. I'm thinking I'm like, damn, what do I have to say? I'm like, okay. Now let me cook something up.
I feel you, man. Okay, so the next question, I'm gonna go serpentine style. So I'm gonna go to you, I think, for the next one. So if you could pick one artist to collaborate on a song with, who would it be?
Okay, one artist. Do I have to give a reason why?
If you want to give a rationale to it, you can.
Who would I want to collaborate with? So we're going to get into it. The whole entire half of 2023 was spent in me diving into this new genre of music, which I discovered in the summer called Afro House. It's like this booming sound, which is like absolutely mental. And from there, I'm going to pick one artist that I'd love to collaborate with. And I think it would be like this guy. What's his name now? Mujo.
Okay.
He's this French artist. Absolutely insane. Like, he kills the basses, he cuts, he throws it back inside, and at the drop, it's like mental. And just so like, he seems like a vibe, because I was there, like, his performance doing videos. Absolutely mental. I'd love to 100% collab with it if I had the opportunity to.
Okay. All right. I mean, the way you describe it, I'm going to have to tap in for sure. I'm going to tap into that.
Oh, man. And then on my end, mine's kind of pretty easy. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see that guy a lot of times, Jaden Smith. Man, when Mans released Icon, I was back in high school, and that shit I was banging that basically every morning, man.
His production is mental.
Bruh, like even
on
his
his
new,
projects.
like every time he releases a project, like he actually takes time into making that project. And the previous album, Cold Tapes Volume 3, that was probably like my favorite album of his, personally. I wouldn't say it's his best, but I would say that's my personal favorite.
Yeah.
And he's about to release a new project. I think he said he was in the studio, so he better. So that's the one artist I would really want to collaborate with, just because of his drive and his creative vision. And I think it would be like it would be like a really good opportunity for me to be a part of that space.
Yeah, he is an aesthetic, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
he is.
Like, he is an aesthetic. It's like,
From the music that he makes, the attires, and even just his visuals, like you can tell, like he actually thinks about this shit from start to end.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so next question I have, I'm going back to Gofiwa for that one. An interesting fact that you rarely share about yourself.
An interesting fact. Why am I blanking? An interesting fact is that not a lot of people tend to know this. I don't know why, but I am a last born, and I'm the only male son. I'm the only son in the family.
Damn.
A lot of people tend not to know that. I don't know why they say I usually give off they usually think I'm older.
that's true.
Up until
would
they
say
meet,
that.
up until like they meet me and they're like, oh, wait, you're the youngest?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're 22. I thought you were 24, 25 this whole time. And I'm like, that's
I mean, that's not terrible. It's not like, oh, you're 22 and like, I thought you were like legit in your 30s, son. Like,
Nah, okay, to be fair, there's this one lady that violated me when I was, I actually just turned 20. And she was like, oh, shit, I actually thought you were like 28, 29. And the reason was because I had my beard like growing, and it was like really
Full
misconception.
connecting, huh?
it was that's when it was connecting, and then she was like, oh, I actually thought you were 30, and I'm like, I still have a decade, ma'am. Like, chill.
Calm
So
down.
that's where I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, if I get the chance to properly tell somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm 22, and I'm the only son, and I got 2 older sisters as well.
Okay, then. How about you, Atang? How about you? Interesting fact you rarely share.
I rarely share. I would say that, throwing it back to music. So as a kid, like my dad would play Coldplay all the time, and so you could give me any Coldplay song within their discography at any time within the song, and give me 5 seconds of that song, I could tell you the name of the song.
I wish
That's
I could
crazy.
test you, but I wish I could test you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Never listen to Coldplay like that. That's wild.
Yeah,
I only
it
know
was
5 songs.
crazy.
Bro. Wait,
Yeah,
do I even
it-
know 5 songs? I'm actually
What's that? Viva la vida.
That's
That's it.
one.
That's it for me. Really, truly.
And then there's that one with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then there's the other one with the music video with the monkeys. That's it.
Adventure of a Lifetime.
That's it.
Damn. I'm gonna have to take your word for that for sure.
Yeah,
I have to
trust
take your word for it.
Trust me.
Okay. All right. So for the last one, Atang, I'm gonna go back to you for this.
Sure.
What is your personal safe room? So what's a safe space, whether it could be physical or mental, that allows you to be yourself, to be authentic?
My safe room would be probably like it sounds pretty cliche, but like my room. My room is my safe space because when I'm editing photos, I'm in my room. When I have like my record player in my room. I'm listening to music in my room. I study in my room. I sleep in my room, So it's like that's my safe space. I feel like that's like a space where I can be authentic and just be me, writing shit on my whiteboard. Yeah, that's my safe space.
I mean, I don't think it's a cliche at all. I think a lot of people have that same sentiment.
Yeah, I was
so
actually gonna say the exact same thing. I was actually gonna say the exact same thing. The amount of times I held concerts in that bedroom, bro. Because I don't know, I would say the exact same thing. My bedroom, because aside from me editing, obviously, and coming up with new ideas of what to shoot, script ideas sometimes.
Yeah.
I just feel a lot more comfortable to actually be myself. And the music I even listen to, like, like there's some songs that you don't want to jam in front of your homies or just in public. I jam that like 24/7 in my room by myself. No one's gonna intrude your space like that. So I find like the most comfort in chilling in my bedroom.
Yeah, I respect that. I can definitely agree on that sentiment of like, I ain't trying to play this around the homies and stuff like that. I was recently out at an event and we had the chance to like plug in the aux. They're playing like the most mainstream hip hop music that I'm so out of tune. Like they're playing the Little Babies, the Key Glocks, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there trying to not like get mad or just like, dude, turn this shit off. I'm sorry. Like, no disrespect, turn it off. So like it's always good to even meet someone that I don't need you to have the same music palette as me. But it'll be nice to know if there's someone that's like, oh, you listen to this artist? All right, cool. But when it's someone that's like, nah, I'm really like into the mainstream, I'm like, I don't know, bro. Yeah. It's hard.
For real.
It's difficult. But since we're talking about music, we might as well just get into the main course of this conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned, 2023 is done. We're in 2024. And I'm going to keep it a buck with Atang and Gofiwa here. When it came to 2023, my listening capacity, I barely listened to any music.
For real.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like, how about you guys? Like, were you the same as me?
It was. Because I was telling you about like the whole Afro house thing. If we could say what are my favorite Afro house tracks, I could list 101 tracks for you. Like, it's easy. But in terms of like other genres, which is pretty bad, right? Like you're meant to diversify, expand, push the barriers of what you know and what you listen to.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's dust.
It's dust.
On my end, like, man, it was kind of sad because literally I remember looking at that Spotify 2023 Wrapped and I was like, damn, this is just, half of it is literally my top songs from 2022, bro. Like, this is actually sad. Like, why am I listening to the same songs all over? And after seeing it, I was like, yeah, bro, I just got to get the numbers. Let me check all these albums from like 23, early 23. Yeah, some of them were a lot. And I actually had to go back. I was like, nah, I can't do this. This is overwhelming. I'm going back to my comfort music.
Oh, man.
And I think that's my problem because I still listen to the same songs I've been listening to since like even 2018 to this day.
Wow. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either,
But like in the context of this.
No, like it's cool because there are some people that they'll tap into music from years ago and everything like that. Like if you ask my sister, she's like, I don't listen to nothing current. I'm a 90s baby. I listen to anything 90s. That's it. I try to put her on to something else. She's like, I don't want to hear.
There's a crazy phenomenon about this past, especially I would say these past 2 years, where music that was released I wouldn't even say like 5 years or 6 years, like even 10 years ago, where a lot of those songs are like now getting famous. Like look at 2023, Money Trees for like the first half started blowing up out of nowhere, and you're like, y'all weren't appreciating the man in 2013, but hey. Not gonna say shit.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you for sure. But we are gonna talk about 2023 in terms of releases. We're gonna talk about our top songs, our top albums. But before we get into all that, do you guys have any anticipated albums or releases for this year that you're looking forward to? It could be just overall, or maybe an artist you're looking to hear.
I got a couple.
Some people need a drop.
Nas,
real quick.
And I'm actually happy because I'm only saying this because I've been seeing images flying around of them in the studio, at least my artist. Kehlani's my top one. Like, she's the best R&B artist on my books. I keep seeing images of her in the studio, and I'm like, she better drop this year. The Weeknd just made that random post with After Hours and Dawn FM and another picture with a question mark. He better release this year. Jada better fucking release this year. And I don't know who else I would say needs to release. For now, I have to go back into the draw. I actually have to check my playlist on somebody I haven't listened to in a while. But those I would say like are my artists that I actually think should release.
Yeah. How about you, Tang?
Somebody who I want to drop, and an album's in the works, K-Tranada.
Oh yeah.
He has that lover friend sort of like EP concept that he released, but I wanna see the album. Like we haven't had anything since Bubba, and like Bubba has some heavy hitters, gems are inside that album. But another person who I'm curious and I really want to see them like drop an entire project is this other artist, this Afro House artist. His name's Cairo. He has a bunch. He's been playing a bunch of hidden IDs in his his sets, and it's like, yo, this sounds like it's a ready track, bro. Like, why isn't it in the people's hands, bro? Like, what the heck is going on?
Right.
Like, drop. But yeah, I think like those two would be the people who I'd expect.
Now that you say that, I actually haven't heard the name Cairo in years, man.
Yeah, last time he dropped was 2022. Well, he did drop a track. It was a remix of this like DJ Kabila song called Bayede. But other than that, he didn't drop in 2023. Low key.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For me, there's a couple. Definitely a lot of local artists that I'm listening to right now.
Yes.
There's someone by the name of Kibra. She's saying that she's gonna drop her album in 2024. So I'm keeping a look for that. One rapper, I'm praying that drops that I missed so much. Ski Mask.
Yo,
It's been nearly 6 years. Dude, I need Ski Mask to drop, man. Like I see some of the clips he be teasing the studio and everything like that. Like,
how long has he been teasing though?
I don't know, bro. I'm craving some Ski Mask. Like a lot of people look at Ski Mask thinking like, oh, he's a mumble rapper. Y'all don't really be listening to the man.
Costa Rica showed you he's not a mumble
That
rapper.
man, listen. Have you heard the LA Leakers freestyle he did, bro? Nah, the man's different. So definitely Ski Mask. And
That's crazy.
Another person someone I've been listening to since like for a while now. Like if you don't know about Let It Shine, you know who I'm talking about. Then I'm talking about Mr. Trevor Jackson. Now everyone wanted to roast him because of the whole water cover, like the whole make you sweat, the face reaction. I'm telling y'all are not seeing the vision. That man Trevor is talented. I've been listening to his music. I'm waiting for him to drop another album and prove these haters wrong. And I need him to go big. I need like some top tier features on his album too. No more of the solo shit. I need to see you collaborate with like the Lucky Days. I want to see Ari Lennox and Trevor Jackson song. That would go hard in my opinion. Sorry, I have to get that off my chest. Just
Sometimes you gotta get aggressive to prove your point.
Right. I have a follow-up question though. Are there any artists you feel that should take a break from making music?
Yes.
Many.
Yes, Drake, number one.
Drake.
Yes. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I've been saying this
Drake.
to a lot of people since, what was that album?
Views.
Nah, okay, whoa.
People would cancel.
Chill.
I think
No,
Views
he
is his best project to
He
date.
should have taken a break after Scorpion.
Yeah.
I remember 2020, that man released how many albums in 1 year?
No, but like 2020, like I don't know. I feel like his music is like for the masses. Like if you think about like, let's go back to 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Scary Hours 3. That's when Scary Hours 3 came out.
That was great.
Like I remember that was like me in first year. Like remember that track Friends? I got M's.
Yeah, the ones with Lil Baby went crazy on that joint.
So like there was even like that track, Laugh Now, Cry Later. He was just like dropping, but like I haven't heard anything. I mean, like CLB was like,
Nah, bro.
it was. I just felt like it was just like for the masses, bro. Like
Okay.
Honestly,
it was like for the masses.
I don't know about you, but when I listened to CLB, like I felt like it was just somebody who hopped in the studio and just wanted to make music. Just I don't even say for fun, but like I just felt like they were just doing just because they have to do it.
Right.
If there was no personality, bro.
Like, for me personally, I haven't felt a connection to a Drake album since probably Views, like maybe even more Life. I haven't felt something, and I know everyone's gonna make that argument saying we want the old Drake. I don't even want the old Drake. I want a Drake that's gonna go in there and put some effort. I look at CLB, bro. I can't.
What about for the dogs?
For who? The dogs? What dogs? What dogs? I'm not one of the dogs, so.
Hey, man.
No, but even I don't know.
But listen, I understand your sentiment that it's for the masses, and I wish that Drake would I understand it's for the masses. There's nothing wrong with that. But even in that like concept, I just feel like there's certain tracks that like, oh, okay, I want to give it a track. So like you mentioned For All the Dogs. There's a couple of tracks that I enjoy, like, you know, like Drew Picasso. I really like that track. Even like the efforts he does on like Virginia Beach or like For All the Parties. But at the same time, I just feel like it's not enough.
You've heard this.
I've heard this before, and like there was like a stretch I think on For All the Dogs. I think it was from like 7969 Cent or whatever to like a certain song where it's just R&B, and I feel myself just slumping. It's like, wait, what are we doing? Like, you're not doing bad, but I'm just like, bro, pick up the energy a bit, you know?
Even when you're saying for the masses, I'm like, every time I listen to like most of the projects that came after 2020. I would say especially TLB, because that was the one time I was like, I'm going to force myself to listen to this. I actually want to hear why people are saying this is going to be Drake's best album in this era of Drake. I couldn't even connect to the project. Like, it was, I don't even know how the masses could actually connect to it. Because I'm like, bro, I'm actually like, I have no expectations. I'm actually trying to enjoy this. It's not working out, bro.
You know, I don't know. You said, you know, people are like, oh, I want the old Drake. I want the old Drake, but like, you know what type of Drake I want? I want, if you're reading this, it's too late Drake. I want that guy.
That is the old Drake.
Give me that hunger.
People, when they say old Drake, they mean Take Care Drake. Like,
listen, the Drake with hair and no beard, bro, that guy slaps. Like, wait, did he have hair and beard in If You're Reading This Too Late?
Because did he have I don't know what he had at that time, but bro, that 2014,
I think it was Nothing Was the Same. It was no beard, no hair Drake, I think. It might have also been Take Care as well.
Take Care, he had no beard for sure.
Yeah.
But like, guys, imagine he released that Future Drake project with like,
Oh, yeah, What a
That
Time
was
to Be
the
Alive.
hair, no,
What?
that was the beard, no hair.
Yeah.
That was the beard, no hair Drake, bro.
that was him in his bag. He was mad. I was just like, this is what I came for. Like, I signed up for this shit.
Yeah.
Jumpman will still be a good song. Like, I may be a Drake hater, bro, but Jumpman is a good song.
I think a lot of people assume that like when you're going after Drake because of what could be, people think we're haters. I don't hate Drake. I actually really like Drake. There's a lot from his old catalog that I really enjoy. It's just, again, when I heard For All the Dogs or CLB, and I remember how much marketing he put in CLB. I was at that Sports Center commercial where he crashed it on. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm thinking, okay, this has to be
This is
good.
gonna be a fire album.
Yeah,
It has to be. Then it's like, what's going on? So I feel you. Another artist that I want to mention, and we were actually talking about this guy for a brief moment before we hopped on. I love this guy. I've been listening to this guy for a long, long time. He's a fan of mine. Music-wise, as a fan. Obviously, as an individual, I got my own thought about it. Chris Brown, take it easy with the releases, my brother. I need you to go away for about 3 years.
Didn't he do that? I mean, actually, I think I just stopped following Chris Brown at some point.
Dude.
By mistake, like not even by choice, but like by mistake. I just stopped hearing about Chris Brown up until like recently. And, you know, he was, of course, like we were talking about like how he was he wasn't under fire, but like he was talking shit about Tinashe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, bro, holy shit, you actually here. Like, that's crazy.
You exist. You
Like,
just say you exist.
No, I know like you were low key. No, I actually thought he was low key this whole time, but turns out he's still, he's still been vibing.
No, he's like, if he's not dropping an album, the man is like almost on every single album as a feature. Like, that is how active this man Chris is.
Okay, that's fair. Like, a Future, I feel like a Future is cool, but like you still, doing the most at concerts, and still, like I feel like you can do a Future and be low key, but you also now like releasing all your music, you're at concerts, you're still doing the most, talking shit online. This man was, I feel like this man was all three towards like the last, I would say the last half of 2023 a little bit.
I mean, listen, like he's again, talented individual. Don't get me wrong, but the problem is it's his attitude. That's the thing, because like, listen, there are still people that hold a grudge back on the whole Rihanna thing. I've moved on because it's like, okay, like it was dumb. You're in the wrong, but like I'm not thinking about that. But there are legit people who's like, no, you can't be listening to someone who's a woman beater. I'm like, bro, that was 2008. It is 2024. Touch some grass, bro. Like there's, but again,
Rihanna has a baby on the way.
I mean, like,
with Rocky. That's how long it's
that's
been.
what I'm saying. Like you guys have to stop. But yeah, Chris another one needs to stop in terms of releases.
And I know for a fact a lot of people are gonna come at you, be like, "Nah, bro, just Chris be chilling." And I'm like, "Really? Does he be chilling?"
This is coming from someone who's been listening to Chris. I'm talking from the BET days, bro. I'm talking the self-titled album. Come on. Pop in. We're going back. That's how far I've been listening to Chris, bro. Like, I love him. And you know what? Since we're on that topic, I do want to get into our disappointing releases of 2023 because one of the releases is Chris's album, 1111.
You guys listen to that album? I'm sorry. I haven't forgot you released that album. Shit.
So here's the thing. I have a list. I'm not going to be too long on it because I want to hear your guys' reaction, but I'm going to just keep it quick. Where is it? Here it is. Y'all can even see on my screen. So Chris is there, 1111. It was just too bloated. There's definitely songs I took from it, but it's just too bloated. I put Uzi, Pink Tape. Garbage. Garbage. Nah. Listen, and here's the thing. There are songs on there I don't even hate. I just feel like the execution on certain songs were just like it wasn't feeling like no, don't even get me started with that track. I legitimately hate that track. Everyone was like, no, it's a fun track. I'm like, that is the dumbest track I've ever heard in my life, for real. 2 minutes of nothing. Like, where are we going with this? Even if it's just vibes, I'm not really connected into it like that.
But I don't know. I feel like, Uzi, like that, the genre and type of music, it's like, again, that's the track you play when they're mushing, bro. Like,
I guess,
you can't bump that. You can't bump that in the middle of like downtown Toronto.
You'd be surprised though, bro.
Oh,
I've seen guys that literally just be.
I'm worried.
The thing is,
about
that's the thing. Like
people are going down Yonge Street listening to that.
If I'm trashing an album, it's because I'm thinking on the basis that if I'm in a club and I hear it, I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm okay with the song.
Yeah.
But I'm also not gonna listen to the song walking on Yonge Street. And it's literally, and you're like, and you're just there like, yeah, this is the vibe. Like, I'm going.
Look, you're even shaking
Yeah,
your
you're
head
just
like
walking.
this.
You're just walking like this, going to work, bro. Going to work.
Who are you fighting? I get it if you're working as a bouncer. Maybe you might want to land one on someone. But fucking calm down.
Imagine at 8 a.m., bro.
It's brave. But like I said, there's certain tracks on there like Suicide Doors. I actually like the direction you went for that, but I think like it kind of overstays like 4 minutes long. I'm like, bro, like I like it's a little too long. I feel like if he shortened some of the songs a bit and like just cut off like some of the filler, I would have like, okay, I enjoyed it. But there's so much on there. It's like there's tracks I forget, there's tracks I like but didn't go full, and they're just so some of the ones I liked are obviously Flood the Face. I think that goes hard. Flood the Face. I gotta. Days Come and Go. I think I might be one of the only few people who has that song downloaded. I like it. I really like it. But like even tracks like again, like I mentioned, Suicide Doors, Endless Fashion. If you play that song, you need to be arrested. I don't care.
You have to be locked up.
Oh, you're being locked up.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. So
all right.
That's a couple. I'm gonna just run through a couple other ones. Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2. I'm sorry.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
I feel like there's a hey, we were at the scrap after this one. Like,
no, not even that. Like actually, bro. Okay, you know what? No comment. Actually, let me just stick with that. Let me just stick with that line.
Nah, so yeah, Pink Friday 2. I mentioned Chris, Drake for All the Dogs. I have it up there. Ray Schwemmer dropped an album.
Really?
They did.
Stream Life 3? Wait, is it?
It was Stream Life 4 Live.
Yeah.
Trust me, don't listen to it.
Nah, I stopped bothering after 3.
No, because the thing is, the problem was, what you like about Ray Schwemmer is that they know how to get you hype. This album is the complete opposite. There's just nothing to take that gets you you going.
Amped, yeah.
Bro, I still listen to Shrem 3, Shrem 2. Like Swang is on repeat for me. Like, no, some young Nick. Like that gets me going.
What's the name of that track that they had? This is how you start a party.
Start a party.
Oh, yeah.
Start a party. Literally, it's the first song of the album of Stream Live 2. This is how you start a party, and that's it.
You're amped.
It's actually peak.
You're fueled. Play that shit at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Don't play.
Bro, No Flex Zone. Oh,
yeah,
shit, that
No
song's 10
Flex
years.
Zone.
Holy shit, that song's 10 years old. Holy shit.
I got No Type, bro. What else?
Whoa.
Look Alive, bro.
Look alive, bro.
Up like Trump, bro.
Up like Trump, bro.
Yo.
I gotta dap you up for that.
Up like Donald Trump, bro.
I used to jam that song religiously.
Crazy.
That's like a different time. That's 2016.
That's like
That was.
That's like high school. Like
Nah. Stream Life 2 was 2016. The one you're talking about is 20. It's actually 9 years ago, 2015.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I'm telling you.
Bro.
This recent one, it didn't feel for me.
Damn, I forgot about that one.
That's mental.
Yeah, but there's like a couple other, and then one more I will probably list out, and this is probably gonna get the hip hop community mad, but West Side Guns, and then You Pray for Me. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hate the album. I think it was the curation of it. You know, like West Side had
Like
more
the organization.
Yeah,
of it?
like West Side had a lot of trap beats. I didn't have a problem with it, but it's like some of the people on their tracks were outperforming West Side Gun. Like I think a track with him and Rick Ross ripped that completely, but West Side was like, flows a little choppy and everything like that. I think he got gigs for like a UK track. I don't know how they came together for that, but just again, Gigs did his thing. West Side, not so much. It was like he got Ty Dolla $ign. I'm like, why the hell is Ty Dolla $ign on a West Side Gun album? How does that even work? So
I mean, you do know Ty Dolla $ign has a reputation for being featured, though.
he does, but
Ty Dolla $ign's been featured by Jacob Collier.
Ty Dolla $ign has been featured on so many things, like even to the point where he had an album called Featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Like that's that bad.
yeah.
Like,
You know
damn,
what?
bro. Even West Side recruited him. That's crazy.
I just thought about it. Do you know which other? It wasn't a project per se. It was just like a song. Like you're talking about like the UK thing. Who Told You dropped this year? Did it?
Oh, with Jay Huss and Dre.
Yeah.
Who told you that about my daughter?
And that track, I have said consistently that track, Jay Huss rips it.
And then
Drake,
we get to.
He said, "Touch my forehead, chest, my shoulder, then right
I think I had a
side."
conversation.
I had
a conversation with somebody about this song actually, and I was telling them like, bro, like the first half, cool. I would actually get on YouTube religiously just to say without Drake.
Then imagine.
I would look for it.
says that-
I'm sorry, bro.
I
Like,
know the vibes. I know the vibes.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, did you run out of things to say? Sorry.
Right.
I mean, like, people might be tired of this Drake hate, but fuck it.
I feel like we're just Drake slandering at this time.
Yeah, but like,
but yeah, those are my disappointing releases. Do you guys have anything you want to share in terms of?
god damn it. People are gonna hate me for this one. Utopia as a project.
What?
No. Hear me out. Wait. Hear me out. Wait.
Okay.
As a project, I don't know what it was, but like when I was going through it, I was like, why is this not hitting?
You know what it is? Okay, maybe I can help you.
Yeah.
Does it sound more like a playlist rather than a project, in your opinion?
Yes.
I respect that take.
That's my thing. Like actually, most of the albums I think I listened to last year didn't feel like albums. It just felt like, hey, I made a bunch of songs, put them in like it's a project.
I will say
project.
I
Here
will
you
say
go.
I agree with you, but I think if there was any artist who did that approach, I think Travis did nail it because there's a lot of slappers on that one.
I feel like there were a lot of. I don't know what it is. Like it just there are songs that I would say like they're good, but like I feel like the project itself, like
Yeah.
blended, like putting it in together.
Yeah,
nah.
like the cohesion of it, there wasn't
Yeah,
really.
I feel like the flow on my maybe it's just a personal thing, but the flow on my end, I was like,
Not too sure about that one.
or maybe I just need to wait, and then it'd probably age into me.
It's kind of like, I had the same sentiment with Astro World. Like, first listen, I was like, I don't know. But then over the time, it kind of grew on me. I'm like, okay. Because I feel like with Travis, too, like, he's not really going in there to think of, like, any intentions of it. He wants to create an atmosphere and an experience for listeners.
Yeah.
So
His music is very like concert.
it is.
okay.
It's
that
very
if you
like
put it
concert, like Scotia. Well, he did
If
perform
you
at
know,
Scotiabank.
like, Fiend,
no.
all I'm seeing is clips. Fiend played 10 times in this location. Fiend played 20 times.
Yeah.
To be-
It's
Holy shit, that
it's an
song makes
anthem.
me want to jump off of it.
But like another song on that project, I know there are a couple of like remixes of it, but like it's one of those. I first heard it and I was like, okay, I like it, but then it's like it eases in.
Yeah.
It just eases in.
Yeah. I was definitely those persons. Like, I'm not just gonna listen to an album once and just drop it. I want to listen to it a couple times, get a good understanding. Exactly, a good
Yeah,
feel.
because I think I had to listen to the album 3 times, and then I was like, not even like actually like going back to back on it, but like saying, okay, I'm gonna listen to it today, see where I end up, and I'll come back to it like after a couple of days, and then I'll ease myself in. There were a couple of songs that actually I had like halfway through the album, I'm like, fuck, no, this is actually a good one.
It's like I have
This
to
was
get
a good
it.
one. Go back, and I won't lie, it does have good songs, and actually I'm gonna get to my best songs of the
Okay,
year.
okay.
Because like I have to.
We're gonna save for that.
I'm gonna save it for that.
All right,
But
all
yeah.
right, all right. Atang, how about you? Any disappointing releases?
Bello. I don't know. I don't think yet again, like my music was very weird. I didn't listen to anything from 2023. I can't think of a disappointing, like I can't think of something that just I listened to and I said, ew. I didn't get that.
I wish I was you, honestly.
Actually, I just remembered another album.
Which?
And
What?
I've been a fan of this guy since he was one of my favorite South African rappers. Not gonna lie.
Oh no.
Shane Eagle, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
When Shane Eagle released what's the name of that album? Yellow. I was like, my guy.
You were like, that's
I'm
my,
like, yeah,
that's my
nah,
dog.
bro. Nah, we good. You solid. Like you're actually doing something that has not been done like in a while.
Yeah.
Especially in your region. Solid. And then released Dark Moonflower, and I was like, first time I was like, second time I was like, okay, you know what? I'm actually just bitching. Like I'm just actually just talking shit. That's actually a good project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then released another album which I liked it, but it failed to connect.
Oh,
The recent one, and I was listening to it, I was like, it just feels like same formula, copy pasted throughout the whole project.
yeah, there's no
Like
variation.
it's I'm not sure if you listened to like his album. What's the name of the album? Is it Akira? It was released last year. Like, yeah, he has like his hair growing out with the Dragon Ball Z tail. I was like, yeah, bro, he's actually coming back. Let's go, my boy is back.
He's alive.
I mean, I'm gonna forgive him for what he did with that album because the single that he released before that was dope.
yeah.
And then I listened to it, I'm like, it's just a copy paste, maybe. And I first time I listened to it, I was like, nah, it's not hitting. It's the copy paste of everything. I listened to it, bro. I listened to it on Christmas, trying to connect to this song.
You said
And
listen on Christmas. That's crazy.
Christmas, bro. No, because like I looked at it, I'm like, bro, it's Christmas. Come on, man, you got to do something. Like you're in the house. I'm just I've been resting all day.
chilling.
Let me just let me just have a concert with this man's album. Probably find something in there, at least one song.
Yeah.
Halfway through, I'm like, bro, this is not working. 2 days ago, I did the same shit, bro. I can't. It's not working out for me, and I'm actually disappointed.
It's not it, it's you. You're the
I,
or maybe
I
it
hope,
is
I
it.
hope I hope I'm the problem.
Oh, man.
I actually hope I'm the problem, but bro, I'm
Damn.
actually hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the one that's clouded my judgment on this man. But that project, nah, bro.
No,
Damn.
no bueno.
Okay, yeah, but we're definitely gonna move on from the disappointing, all the negatives out the way. We're gonna get into the positives now. So we're gonna start off with the songs category, top 10 songs.
Dang.
I think that's just the best way we finish off with the album. So I think we should probably work on in order. So like
Damn.
one person goes first, the second, third, and then we'll reverse back. So
Okay.
I think that might be easy. I can go first. Whoever wants to go second.
Okay, I mean,
you go ahead.
so top 10
Top 10.
in no particular order or in particular order?
Because
Because if it's in
If-
particular order,
I put it in order, but this is real. I didn't make it objective. I made it more just for fun, but just know this is interchangeable. This is just kind of like how I was feeling when I was making this list. And I think the best way we could do it is like we're going to list like 10, 10, 10, and then we'll go to the 9 spot. So it's not me saying 10 to 1.
yeah.
It's just,
You just hear.
okay.
All right,
yeah. So
damn, I just love how he's open.
let me get my notes.
so there's a lot of honorable mentions I want to like talk
Honorable
about.
mentions.
There's honorable mentions. There's obviously listen. I know I said I hated the Nicki album, but Red Ruby the Sleaze, that shit was bumping. I ain't going. That was the one time Nicki was like rap hit. I'm like, yeah, that's a vibe. Daniel Caesar was definitely an honorable mention. Always, I love that track. So soothing, so just warm.
That's crazy. Actually, you know what? While you're listening to that, I'm actually gonna look for these songs.
No
don't
problem,
want
no
blank out.
problem. I had a couple other people, but I'll start off with my number 10 for now. So number 10, this is a local artist. I wouldn't say local artist. She's an international artist, but I don't think everyone knows this person very well. She goes by the name of Tommy.
Yes.
Oh, you know Tommy?
Bello.
Let's go.
Yes.
Crazy.
Dude.
That prelude?
Prelude. Dude, Fine Pass is my number 10, bro. Listen.
Destroyed it.
Here's the thing. I was watching one of her IG lives, and she said, "Okay, I'm gonna drop the song." I think she dropped it earlier on this year. Then it got took down. I was like, "No, where is it?" Then she said, "Okay, I'm coming with an EP," and I heard it was on there. I'm like, "Yes," because this track is so infectious, bro. Oh my gosh, just the chorus, man. You're the one that do me, You're the type that. Oh my gosh, Toby, man. Shout out to you. I hope you're watching this. I've had her on the podcast before too. So.
Yeah. No, I took photos for her.
You
And,
did?
yeah, history. So that's how I got a chance to listen to her music. Mental. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
Prelude, it was an insane
A
project.
lot of people are saying like, "Oh, this is not you. It's different." But I like how it's so out of the ordinary. But it's also like a very emotional EP as well because it's talking about her growing pains. Obviously, like her father passed away last year. But it's so touching still. Like when you hear from top to bottom. So I mean, tell me. You're loved here. You're loved here on the podcast. So Fine Pass.
This is your safe room.
Yeah. Fine Pass is number 10 for me. It's number 10.
All right, you want to go first or should I?
No, you go
Damn it,
first.
man. So number 10 for me, I would have to say Amir Obe came back last year. So I'm gonna say Amir Obe, Blinded, featuring Naomi Wild. That song has been on repeat for me for like throughout since its release actually, and I don't know, man. Like I actually just love the lyrics, even the production itself. Yeah. It's an experience, and there's this one part of the song where I don't know who was singing. Like bro, I can't even explain this shit. You just have to listen to the song. Like there's a portion of the song like halfway through where it just, like this expression you get when you just have to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Like I actually just love that song, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's been stuck on my playlist since its release.
Okay.
So that's number 10.
True. I just realized as well, my number 10 comes in, it's a collaboration between two artists, Kate Ramin.
Oh, man.
And it has to be Rebuke.
Really?
Yes. Everyone likes Forever, but Rebuke for me at number 10, like that song was just like really slow and I fucking love it.
Okay.
That was like, I was like, oh yeah, like this album came out and I listened to it. This is number 10. It's good. I like that. Like Forever is like nice. It has that nice pop, that nice vibe to it. But for me, it's like Rebuke is like really slow. It's like summer night kind of track.
That's interesting. Rebuke's a good track. I actually like I think it's the final track on there, K&A. I really like that track. That one, this one, I like, that hits different. Okay. Yeah. So, we have our 10s slotted in. So we're going to go the opposite way around. So at 10, you're going to start first for the 9s, then Gofiwa, then myself. Cool. So.
All right. I guess we'll go. I think, let me just confirm this. Davido dropped Timeless this year. And so I want to give a big shout out to the people in like Afro beats and that Afrobeat space. And so definitely Unavailable by Davido.
Yeah.
Like this.
Fantastic song.
How does the dance move go again? It's unavailable.
Oh yeah, shit.
So yeah, that for me is like definitely like up there. That was like summer vibes. I remember like my sister graduating and like she did the dance. I was like, okay, this is a vibe.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's a great pick. Okay.
All right. For me, this, not gonna lie, actually I'm surprised that this artist even made it in. Because I actually have not actually sat down and actually listened to this guy at all, like since he came out. But his project, Lil Yachty.
Oh.
Should I Be?
Oh, I like that. I love that
song,
track.
Bro, I don't know why, but that song is laced, bro. I don't know what happened with that song. I was just literally. Oh yeah, that's why. Because I was actually not doing anything that day, and I just started listening to it. Next thing I know, I reached that song, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What is this shit? And I've just been vibing to it. I was like, I gotta put the song on repeat, and that's just how it is.
For sure.
And you realize one thing, like most of my top 10 albums and just my top 10 albums and music, like it's usually just me stumbling upon them randomly and just saying like, fuck, this is actually a good song. Or it's like that song that everybody just overlooks in an album and I'm like, actually this song, I don't know why.
Yeah.
For some reason this song slaps.
Yeah.
But
For
yeah,
sure, for
Should
sure.
I Be is like one of my favorite projects.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. So number 9 for me, it's I believe she's like a UK artist, Ray. She dropped her album, my 21st Century Blues. The track that I really resonated to was Ice Cream Man. It was so like low key, but you hear the lyrics.
That's
so
crazy.
it was actually a moment in her time where again she had this conflict with a producer, and you kind of hear the beginning of the track, but it's the way she tells the story over the production as well. It's so great, and like it's so slow but so like precise, and like there's like the little in the background. It does something to me. I'm like, damn, like I have to like really sit down and just like reflect, even just the production itself, it just speaks volumes. So for me, I'm saying Ray, Ice Cream Man for number 9.
Yeah, I actually won't lie. I actually did like that song as well.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
All right.
so number 8. So I guess it's back to me then. My number 8. So this artist dropped this year, and he will be mentioned again. So don't worry about it. But I think that the hardest part was picking my favorite song off of this album. But the artist I'm talking about is IDK. He had a feature with Fat Trell and Stuck Fear. I'm telling you, anytime I had like any moment this year where I had an accomplishment, any goal that I achieved, this would be the song I played, because it gives off that gritty vibe, but it's like, yeah, I'm doing it. Like I'm out here. That's what it felt like for sure. So it's just amazing, great performance. Even the pianos on it. Oh, so great.
He had that collab with K Tranada, right? That when we were talking, when we met, we spoke about Taco.
Yeah.
That was
Taco
heavy.
was great, but like Doug Fear, it was between Doug Fear and Radioactive for me in terms of like that album specifically. But I'm going with Doug Fear. That single just does something to me, bro.
My next.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, it's Tinashe.
Okay.
Talk to Me Nice. I was gonna pick Needs, but I was like, I love Needs, but it didn't slap the same. Like it did not hit the same way as Talk to Me Nice did, because she came back and she released that song. You know how I feel like she's becoming a lot more comfortable with her style this time because of the bullshit that she went through with her record label, and I feel like with her music now, I won't lie, with the trippier Tinashe music the trippier it gets, the more I'm like, yeah, you go. Go ahead, man. Like, go off, bro. Like the way it starts, and then there's a part where the beat switches, and I don't know how to explain. Like, it's always so weird, like hearing those beat transitions that she always pulls off, and even her visuals are always like trippy. Like, you actually have to try it. If you don't know her style, like you're probably not gonna understand why you're not gonna understand like why it sounds good.
Yeah.
Up until you have to see the visuals, like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on, but this is actually fucking fire.
Yeah.
Tinashe has always been like that for me since like, what's the first project that she made? Aquarius.
Yeah.
Aquarius. Not too on, but like the Cold Sweat was actually one of my favorite songs. So the vibes that she always gives off like that always seem genuine. They always seem authentic. Like she feels like she's a lot more comfortable when she's making that music, which is why Talk to Me Nice had to come in at number 8.
All right.
Okay. For me, at number 8, I have a band from the UK. The band who, along with Coldplay, would always play in the car. They'll play as well. They're called Keen.
Oh.
And they have this project. They're the guys who did Somewhere Only We Know.
Oh, okay.
So they had this track come out called Love Actually. Like the production on it, I don't know, it just, anytime I listen to that type of rock music, it takes me back in time to like chilling at like my house with like my family and stuff. So it was really nice to have them like come in, and they're coming to Toronto. They have like, they're touring that album which has Somewhere Only We Know, like Hopes and Fears, and they're doing like a tour across the world because it's 20 years since the release of it. When I heard that, I was like, shit, I actually feel old. But yeah, besides that, it was just like a nice palate cleanser, I find. Just so like refreshing to hear as well. So I'm excited. I actually, if the people who I'm looking also forward to seeing if they can like drop a cohesive album and have something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, now we're at number 7, so it's back to you again for 7.
Okay, so taking it back to Africa, Southern Africa, we gotta big up the Amapiano people. So there are these group of guys called Scorpion Kings, DJ
Kings.
DJ Maporisa,
Portuguese.
and Kabza the Small. They released the Konka mixtape, where it's basically they're adding in some new songs, but they're rehashing and redoing old songs that came out when the sound was starting. Nana Tula on that album. Like that track is like 3-4 years old, huh? But they brought it back this year. It just hit. Like it has that 114 BPM feel.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, I'm eating this. I love this.
And this is how you know the song is fire. The face of disgust.
Yeah. This man is like,
yeah. I'm like,
It's just that, like, you're crying at that point. You're tearing up. You're like,
not
wow.
the tears.
that is crazy.
Damn. Okay, Gofiwa. What's your number 7?
Damn. My number 7 will have to be Dominic Fike, Mona Lisa.
Okay. W.
I have to put it in. I was trying to hold off on it because I was like, nah, I can't put it at number 10. Like that's just rude. But like numbers, I would say it has to be it because when that shit came out, the thing is, when it came out, I couldn't even find it on Spotify. But turns out Metro just never put it in.
Oh.
Metro didn't even put it in the Spider-Verse album, and I'm like, where is this song? Then I found it on his page, and it's been on repeat. It's been on repeat. It's a solid song, man. Like it's
My number 7. So I have Vito with Waterfalls. If y'all don't know who that is, he used to do YouTube. He was the one that was like, "It's Vito, baby," on YouTube. That's him. So like,
I don't know why he sounds familiar though.
Trust me, like he was the guy that I think made like covers of different songs at the time when covers were like a huge thing on YouTube back in the day. He was one of the main guys, or better yet, I think he did a cover to LMA's Trip.
He sounds familiar now. He sounds a lot familiar.
Yeah, so he dropped an album. The thing about the album is like it was all right, but this was the opening track, and I was like, ain't no way this man brought me back to like 2000s R&B. Like the vibe about it was crazy. The vocals immaculate. Everything was on point. I'm like, nah, like that guitar riff as well added with the beat just crazy. So that's my number 7 for sure.
Yeah. Coming in at number 7?
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
I think it's me again.
It's you again. Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
shit,
it's
shit.
me.
Damn.
I just want to be like, yo, I was like, yeah, this is, okay, go ahead.
Okay, number 6. This is a woman that dropped an album this year, and a lot of people are talking about it, and she got her recognitions in terms of the Grammy nominations, which I'll try to tune in this year. I'll try. No promises. And this was a very fun collab, too, because I never thought these two artists would come on a track and it would hit so hard, but it did. I'm talking about Victoria Monet and Buju Banton, Party Girls. Let me tell you something. One thing, there's 2 genres I love deeply to my heart. R&B and reggae. You put those 2 together, it's over. It's over, man. Buju Banton, he's a legend. What more I have to say? Victoria Monet, like the way the first beat sounds like, it's already great. And then it transitions to this more reggaeton dance hall vibe, and it's like the drums start to kick in. Like, it was so smooth. And the performances from both of them, amazing. I love music videos too. Watching the music videos was super lit as well. So that's even a bonus on my end. So yeah, just fire track. Victoria Monet, Buju Banton, Party Girls. That's my number 6.
Okay.
So I
right.
think it's you again. Is it you or?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And then we go back to him. And for me, I've worked with this artist. And he deserves to be.
Sir.
I think you know who I'm talking about. Because he deserves to be in this spot, man. Because honestly, like, that was actually the main reason I decided to work with him in the first place. Because I listened to his music. I think it was a 2022. He released it in 2022, and I shot the music video that was released in 2022. But the song I'm talking about is Jev.
Yes.
Who?
Okay.
And honestly, that shit was fire. I listened to it for the first time. I actually heard it through the visuals, and they shot it in Kensington. Actually, if that's the music video thing, it's shot in Kensington. That shit was fire.
Is it upstairs in that like?
Nah.
Okay, it's not on the streets.
Nah, it's on the street. It's actually on the street.
Okay.
It was fire. Like it was actually fire listening to that, and the fact that he manages to blend in like old school hip hop with like a bit of like how, if you guys follow him, like how he always talks about him blending with a bit of Joey Badass, a bit of Kendrick, and then basically that blend is so unique. Like it doesn't feel forced. He doesn't feel pretentious whenever he's pulling that off.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just him. And I also like the man's drip with the hat and the glasses.
the glasses,
The
yeah.
glasses are the one, bro.
Yeah.
That's my guy right there. I have to put him in.
Big up Jeff, yeah? Big up Jeff.
Yeah,
All
bro.
right, that's number 6 for Gofiwa Theo Kgang. How about you?
At number 6, we go to France.
Okay.
So there's a friend of mine, her name's Clemence. I met her in Botswana, and she put me on French rap. Bro, when I tell you, that is the solution to every single thing. And one particular artist in particular who she put me on, his name's Damso, and he released Calf Infinitive. Brilliant album. Brilliant. There's this one song called 911. It's very it's like as a project, it's amazing, but I want to big up 911 within that project. For me, that's like up there, number 6, because it's like very like slow, same vibe, like that summer night kind of vibe. It's
Yeah.
like je me remble, je suis tombé love. Like it's like it's crazy. It's like insane. So I love that track and I love what it has. But yeah, at number 6, it's 911 by Damso.
Okay, perfect,
All right.
perfect.
Yeah.
So I think it's you again for the 5 spot now.
So 5, still staying in France, transitioning genres now into Afro House.
Okay.
We're going with a remix of, that track by Peggy Goo that goes, I Can't Explain.
Okay.
So Alex One released a remix of that track.
Okay.
Bello. Immaculate. Insane. So yeah, Alex One, he's on the up in like the scene. He's releasing like remixes. I love them. I want him to now start pushing like releasing more of his like own stuff, which I hope he'll do. But yeah, he's definitely there. He's up there.
Okay then. All right, go for how about you, man?
Okay, so Dominic Fike is back in.
Go back to back. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest when I say Dominic Fike is actually one of my favorite artists of this current generation.
Okay.
I remember listening to his album. First song I listened to, How Much Is Wheat, bro? That shit bangs.
Yeah.
It just starts out weird. Like it just feels like I don't know how to what's the word what's the best way of explaining this? It just feels like coming of age a little bit. And it just gets me on my feelings, man. Not gonna lie. I just love that song. I feel like it was the best way of hooking me into the album. And just even in general, it just felt good listening to the album.
Yeah.
The song hooking me in like that, bro. Like I felt like the whole time I just felt free, bro. I had to put it in number 5.
Okay. Number 5. I know I talked about this artist and I said the album curation of it was not good, but there was one song on that album that just you want the most heavenly rap trap song of the year. I have it right here for you. West Side Gun, Stove God Cooks, Kitchen Lights. When you hear
That had to be
the
there.
production on it, bro,
Let's tap
it
into that
makes
one.
you want to
Decent.
cry. Like I was like, ain't no way I'm hearing this in 2023 at the time. You're like, no way. Like it was just so beautiful. And like I know I mentioned before, West Side Gun on most of the songs on that album, and then You Pray For Me, he got outshined. But this one, I can't say that. I can't. The man did his thing, and Stove got cooks. Just like the name says, he cooked on that completely as well, bro. Absolute phenomenal performances. It's honestly one of the most classy art, like rap tracks of like 2023 in my opinion, in terms of just how exquisite. That's how I have to say exquisite.
Exquisite.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's a French,
Yeah,
right?
like
That's-
mwah, just like exactly. So for me, number 5, West Side Gun, Stove Got Cooks, Kitchen Lights.
Okay.
Damn, yeah. Now it's back to me again. Shit. Okay. Wait. Oh, I skipped ahead. My bad. That was my number 4. Okay. Rewind. That was number 4 was Kitchen Lights. My bad. Number 5 for me was Kiana Lede Deeper. My bad. I apologize, Kiana. I didn't mean to upset you like that. My bad. I skipped ahead. But I'll explain about Kiana Lede. I've been listening to her since like 2017 when she dropped Fair Play. My sister and I was a fan of that track. And
Shit,
you
yeah.
seem like you heard the track.
Listen, man, Kiana, I understand.
Yeah, dude.
I understand.
Listen, like I've been listening to her music. What's it? Not this album, but the album before, Kiki in 2020. That was my top album of 2020. I fucking love that album. Absolutely love it. And she dropped Grudges this year, and Deeper was one of the top singles going into the album. I heard that. Like I was in my room. I remember it was late at night, in my room, like I felt every single vocal from her. I was like, nah, she's taking my heart away. There's no way that you're bringing this type of energy. So for me, number 5 is Keanu Lady Deeper. Number 4 is Kitchen Lights. You already heard my explanation, so I ain't gonna go into it again. But yeah,
No problem. Let's see. My number 4. Nyomza. Nyomza released an album last year, bro. Do you know how long I've been waiting for her to actually get back and just release something? And when she released Stages, Over You was one of the songs. I'm not sure if you guys listened to it. It's Nyomza with Louis the Child.
I don't think so.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
No.
But honestly, Nyomza has this thing that she does with vocals, bro. Like, I don't know.
It's crazy.
It's mad, bro. I remember when I first listened to, what's the first album where she had the pink wig and the pink background? I forgot the name of the project, but when she first came in with that project, two of my favorite songs were Perfect Fit and Poison, just because of her vocals. And just even like when halfway through, like, they always have to go crazy with the vocals. And I feel like Nyomza always stays consistent when it comes to releasing songs. So this project, I have to put in number 4.
All right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So for my number 4 and number 3, eh?
That's
Okay.
crazy.
So at number 4, I bring it back to Canada. Local artists which I work with very like intimately personally. This guy, his name is Le Wolf. He does Afro fusion. I don't know. I people might think like I'm very one-dimensional. I swear.
No, I feel like you're giving. You're
not
putting us on.
one-dimensional.
Listen, no, let me tell you something. You're putting me on. My Afro listening is terrible. I don't listen to it enough. So you're putting me on, bro.
For real? Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, sometimes because I just said, I sit and I think about it and I'm like, I don't listen to enough R&B, enough rap. But, because how I listen to music is like it goes in phases. Like I have
Right.
like a really intense moment where I listen to like a lot and I deep dive in and then whatever sticks and goes. But like they do a lot of like fusion, which is insane. And he also pushes into Afro House. He's local. His name is Le Wolf. He released a project this past year called 207. 207 mixtape. And on that track, one particular song that sticks with me is Rhythm. And it features this married couple, Saber and Joseph. He has the sax solo, Joseph Calendar. Amazing. He's insane when he's on the sax. And how does Saber start off that track? Just so you can get the vibe. She says, "It's too tight, come take it off." Then suddenly you're like,
Damn.
"Whoa, what's the level here?" Like,
Damn.
I'm asking for what's the level. But yeah, that is definitely heavy hitting. I think that is up there within like 2023 in terms of like songs that I fuck with and vibe with. And then number 3, now pushing into house, I would say that a song that really like resonated with me has to be Hate It or Love It by Mujo and Banchapa. Mujo, I told you about that guy.
Yeah.
Another classic. Like you play that song because now I'm starting to like DJ and teaching myself. how to
Okay.
DJ. No, like nothing too crazy. I just want to create mixtapes for myself. I want to create. I just want to
Mixtape
create.
coming soon, real
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah. No, I just want to create like a playlist, like a nice mixed playlist when I study. Like something for myself. But with that song, with like DJs, you add effects into tracks as you're playing them, so you can build suspense. That's when you press play, you leave it. You just watch the crowd. You just watch them go crazy.
All right, let's get mainstream. Our boy had a good year. This one had a very, very good year from the moment in summer when that movie came out. I think y'all know which one I'm talking about.
I feel like I have a
Let's
good
talk about our boy Metro Boomin with Am I Dreaming, bro.
Yeah.
And I love that song, bro. But not even because of A$AP Rock. Royce came in, bro. That chorus came in. I think you guys
Heavy hitting.
You guys heard the orchestra?
Yeah,
She came on
yeah.
stage and just started hitting the vocals. Like that shit was peak. I remember sitting in the cinema, bro, watching that. Like when the intro hits, and I'm like, shit, what the fuck did I watch? And that shit's just like you just seeing the visuals, the songs playing in the background, and you're like, oh my days, bro, this is. Yeah, I'm not getting this moment. Like I'm not getting this moment back. Like this is. I might as well just sit here and just soak it in because like I know I'm not gonna get that moment back. Like, is that one of those moments where you just sit there and you're like, fuck, this is the one.
Yeah.
So Metro had to come in, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and my number 3 and my number 2. So this number 3, believe they're a UK group. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta shout out my sister. She put me on to this group. They go by the name of Flow, and they dropped their EP, 3 of Us. It's only 4 songs, but my goodness, all of those songs were heavy in my rotation for the summer. But one song in particular is actually the song named 3 of Us, the name of the EP. This is like, again, 2000 R&Bs. As y'all cannot tell, like, I'm a 2000 baby. I'm born on 2000, so
Yes, sir.
I gotta
Yes,
rep
sir.
my decade. But oh my gosh, just everything about it is so great. Just how the vocals are arranged and how they're layered upon. Everyone's performance on the track is great. Even the beat selection, you can tell like it's a 2000s beat in a sense. So I mean, yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say. Honestly, if I would play this and like my sister and I, we would just stop what we're doing. We'll just be jamming. That's how much it is. We'll be connecting so well. Like, yeah, we just gotta like jam for 3 minutes just to vibe to this track. So Flow, 3 of Us is number 3. My number 2, honestly, I went back and forth with this. This is the number 1. I went back and forth, right? There's this guy, Mike Classic. I think the first track I heard from him was Wusa. So a while back ago, I think 2017. He dropped the track this year, All Your Fault. And I remember listening to it. It was like late at night. You know, I'm getting ready to hit the shower. Usually I like to play my music while I shower. It just gets me going in a good way. It's like, all right, get through the day. I put on this track and, you know, I'm listening. I'm like, all right, it's cool. Once the bass line kicked in, I swear, like, you know when you hear a bass that shatters your ears so much, like all time and space doesn't matter at that moment. It's like brain shock. I'm like, it was one of those things. I had my beats on. I heard it. I paused. I dropped it on the ground. I walked away. I'm like, no, I can't do this.
You're not gonna lie. You literally just described what I've been trying to describe for the past hour and 30 minutes I've been here. Like that, as like you just described.
Dude, that song, the bass line is crazy. And then when you actually listen to what he's saying, the flows, just the clever lines, I'm like, yo, like this can't be real, dude. You're blowing my mind. So number 2, in that slot, I got my classic, All Your Fault.
All right, number 2. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This was a bit difficult. Amir always coming back in again. It's a bit tricky with this one because the lyrics go that way, but the vibe of the beat just goes that way. And not gonna lie, the name of the song is called Marilyn.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna get to the lyrics because honestly, I don't even care about the lyrics that much. But the flow of the song and just the beat itself, it's just a vibe. Like every time I listen to that song, I know like for a fact, I have to jam it when I feel good. Even though the lyrics always go that way, because the lyrics basically about him being in a toxic relationship that he's trying to get out, but for some reason he can't. And that's the thing. Like that's the same thing with Jaden though. Like if you actually listen to the lyrics, you're gonna be like, bro, are you okay?
Like, are you going through something?
Like you're going through? And I realize like it's just a pattern with my overall music taste where sometimes the beat goes this way, but the lyrics go that way, or the beat it sounds like it's so mellow, but the lyrics are actually like fucking upbeat. And yeah, it just managed to hit a blend of both worlds. I don't know how he managed to do that, but I appreciate that song for that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So this is my 2 and my 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 was hard. But before, number 1, I knew like this song had to make it in. I'll give like an honorable mention before I give my 2 and 1.
Okay.
I think, number 1, I knew. Number 2, I was like, okay, I need to decide between this vibe and this vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But before I get into it, I think I know what the decision is. Honorable mentions firstly. Honorable mention to the Africa Deep. It's another like young, I think he's like 21, 22. Still in that Afro house scene. Mm-hmm. He released another remix of Zakes Bantwini, who's like generational talent in South Africa. Generational. You know that song, Osama?
Mm-hmm. I knew exactly you were talking about that song.
That's him.
I knew you're talking about that song.
He also dropped a project, which I'll get. It's definitely, sorry, spoilers, guys.
Yeah.
It's in my top 10 for projects in 2023. But the Africa Deep released a remix of a song called Abantu. And that is definitely like a gem.
Okay.
It's like a dime and a dozen. I absolutely love it. Another honorable mention is still going with Ziggs Bantwini. He released a song in The Stars Reborn called Dubai. Another like
Bang.
calm. Like in English he says, "Mom, listen, I'm going away to Dubai. Come with me. Let's go to Dubai." Because he's like, "Yo, I'm a touring Grammy-winning artist." So that song as well, also, this isn't even number 2 and 1. Bro. Like, these are the honorable mentions. And it was hard to like pick, like, oh yeah, I like that. I love that. But getting into number 2. Number 2 is a song that came out mid-2023. House. Do you know Kaina Musik?
I don't think so.
This is a collective of 3 guys. Adam Port, Rampa, and me. And me, Rampa, came together on this song by Moderat called More Love.
Look at that face.
It's like I had no words.
Look at that face, bro.
Like, imagine, the lyrics start off, it says, breathing life into dead trees. How the fuck are you breathing life into dead trees, bro? They're dead. They're gone. Bye. Ciao. Barely, like, they're out. But still, like, that song sort of holds you and grips you, like, all the way through to the drop and the fall in the song. And it's just, it's an experience. But number 1, still Kaina Musik, but this time, remove 2 of them, give me And Me. And Me then said, went down to South Africa, asked Black Coffee, who currently right now is not doing well. I hope he does well. Speedy recovery. Black Coffee and Me came together on the song, which is known as The Rapture Part 3. Brother, if a song's called The Rapture, tell me, please, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means something insane is going on. That song has no lyrics. No lyrics. But it takes you on this journey. I cry anytime I play that song.
Damn.
I have this running joke. Just like sometimes I tell people, like when I'm working and I'm doing live clips for a lot of the artists, I say, guys, if you play The Rapture Part 3, I refuse to take a video.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Like, I refuse to take a video. Of course I do, because like I'm getting paid. Like, yeah, guys, I'm professional. But like, it's like this thing where I feel like connected to it. And like, there's so many videos of people physically crying. You know that scene with Michael Jackson when he hops on stage and you have people fainting?
yeah.
I feel like that when I listen to that song. But like soft-spoken keys, you can feel Black Coffee's touch and like his impact on the song. And overall, it's just like an experience. And I think that easily is my top 1 song of the year.
Okay.
Damn. I don't know how to follow up that. I'm just gonna start with honorable mentions. I actually forgot about this song, which is I'm gonna just have it in there. Escapism, Ray.
Oh, dude, I love that track.
And the reason why is because, bro, I think you already talked so much about Ray, bro. About 070 Shake, bro. From the moment I actually listened to her I won't lie, I actually heard her through Kanye back in 2018. That was 18 with Ye, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other single that I had on repeat throughout 2022 was Guilty Conscience.
Oh, okay.
That was actually one of my favorite songs by her. And she had a lot of, honestly, not gonna lie, she had other songs that I was jamming, but Guilty Conscience stood out the most. And I actually remember listening to Ray. How did I find Ray? It was through that song back in 2016, You Don't Know Me.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
I was like,
yeah. When I saw her name, I was like, bro, I actually haven't seen your name in a while. Let me get back into it. And it was like, yeah, nah, she's still lit.
Yeah,
still
for
lit.
sure.
Yeah, I was actually sad when I actually saw the whole record label issue, man. And that's actually another artist that I love that got fucked over by the record label. And yeah, they actually delivered, the both of them. Gotta give it up to them. But for my number 1, even though I was talking shit about the album, honestly, because it was released in 2023 and surprised somehow, I don't even know how it got into my top 10 on Spotify. My Eyes, Travis Scott.
Yeah. Beautiful
Default.
track. Beautiful track.
I will never forget like the first time I actually listened to it when winter started and it was snowing out and I was on Dundas Square, bro. You know how Dundas
Sang Kofa. Square now?
Is that what we're calling it?
No, that's what it's being deemed now.
It's
That's
been-
what it
Is
is.
that what you guys are calling it? As a
Yes, I mean it's an official thing. So why are we like, oh, that's square? Nah, you better change the sign too, man.
Yeah, Sankofa. But people,
bro, every
people
time
don't feel it.
Every
though.
time I go to school, bro, and I actually just stand there and I look up, I'm like, nah, it's still Young and Dundas. It's still Dundas Square, bro. So yeah, I remember it was like my last week of school, and it's already dark, and it's like 6. It's not even 6. It was actually 4 p.m. And the second half started hitting, and I'm like, not gonna lie, this kind of feels like cyberpunk a little bit. I don't like this vibe. And that's when the song started like it was actually getting more and more hooked up on me, even though it was already somehow top 10 on my Spotify rap. But that's when I actually started appreciating it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So not gonna lie, I don't want to put it as my number one, but the numbers don't lie, bro. Spotify.
So you're going based off of numbers. Basically.
I'm going based on the thing is the numbers don't lie. The listening hours don't lie, bro.
Listen,
If the listening hours said, I don't even know how.
It's a beautiful track, man.
I put it in there because like it's a beautiful track, bro. That second half just has me in a choke.
Locked everything in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the songs.
Okay, I guess for me, final song, top one, before we get into the albums. Hopefully we can get through this quickly. I don't want it to be where we spend here for 3 hours. But number one, so the thing about this song, the genre itself, some people consider it as like backpack rap in a way, but ever since tapping into Griselda, I've been hooked with some of the artists. You've heard West Side Gun, you heard Stove, God Cooks, right? Conway the Machine. But my favorite of the bunch is Benny the Butcher, man. The Butcher coming next. Bro, number one, I got Benny the Butcher, Lil Wayne, Big Dog. I remember exactly what happened. Yeah. I was out with my family. It was late at night, and I said, okay, Benny had a new song. Let me listen to it. Off of the first listen, I think the production caught me off guard so badly. I said, okay, let me rewind it a second time. I still was caught off guard. Okay, let me rewind it a third time. I rewinded about 4 times in the span of 2 minutes. Because I'm like, wait. Hold on. I'm really trying to like match the tempo of it. Because like my ears were not really clicking in a way. And once I did, I swear, we were gone. Yeah. Like the way Benny comes in the first verse. The man says, King of New York, a Buffalo nigga. Okay, I said it. I'm like, wait. Who upset you, my brother? What is crazy? The bars on there is crazy. Alchemist, one of the best hip hop producers out there. Like they need to give this man his roses. He does not miss. And Lil Wayne, you know the meme. If Wayne is on your track, GG's.
Default.
GG's.
By default. Bro.
Exactly.
By default.
It's over. This man, Wayne, opens up. He says, New Orleans to Buffalo. Big dog. Siberian husky flow. I've been a big dog since a puppy, though. My candle is a bungalow. You can walk the dog. I still run it, so run from it. Niggas that be barking turn to hush puppies. I'm like, Bro. I can't. Stop. This was my anthem. Anytime, like, yo, it's time to get in the zone. Like, for my podcast, if I need to get in that zone, I'm like, yo, put on Big Dog. Yeah. If I was at a conference, put on Big Dog. If I got that big bag and I got that check, put on Big Dog. Come on. Like, this was my song for the year, man. So, Benny the Butcher, Lil Wayne. And I heard Benny's dropping in the next couple of weeks. So, I'm waiting. I'm ready for that album.
You're psyched.
Standing on business.
Stand on business.
So that's my number one, Benny the Butcher, Lil Wayne, Big Dog. Yeah, now we're done with the songs component. We're gonna move on to the albums. Wow. Are we gonna keep the same order, or we want to switch it up?
We can switch it up.
All right.
No particular order though. I think.
Okay.
No particular. Because
right.
to put these some of these albums are just like it's too crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's I'm being mindful of time. We've been recording for like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm going to have to split into 2 parts, but you know, I'm being mindful of time. I'm going to be very quick. So I'll kick it off again for the albums. Mm-hmm. So my number 10 is an artist named Meita. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
You know, it's crazy.
You know what? No way that was gonna be. I'm gonna shut up. No way that was gonna be.
I'm gonna shut up.
Meita, when I hear your name, listen. I don't know what it was. You know when you're just scrolling through your browse and it's like, all right,
bro, you gotta tap you up.
when you're scrolling through your browser, you're just like, all right, this looks interesting. We click it, bro. The first track, "Sexual Love." Oh my goodness. Oh my, bruh. Like it was crazy. James Fauntleroy, another guy that no one really talks about. Like this man, he's got the chops, bro. The album, top to bottom, there's so many bangers. Like I mentioned, "Sexual Love," "Anybody," "Don't See You Around," ASMR. There's so much, bro. So much quality, so much heat. I was literally listening to ASMR the other day because originally I didn't have it downloaded, like, on my playlist. But when I heard that chorus again, I'm like, I must have been smoking something. Like, what am I doing? I have to get this down. So, my number 10, Mayta, When I Hear Your Name, such a vibe. She's such a good vocalist as well. So, yeah.
All right. I can take over.
Oh, no, I think if you take over, then it's the same order. as before.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You go.
Okay, so one of my 10 would have to be K-Tramine from 2023. Yeah. I think we've got like Forever, Rebuke. There's just some songs there which just like speak to me. It just reminds me of summer, and it reminds me of a good time in my life. So definitely that. And number 10 is like, yeah, that's an album that I just have in 2023. It's like, yeah, that happened. That was a stage. That was a period in my time in life. But definitely K-Tramine. I'd love to see you guys in concert. Just throwing it out there. I met K-Tranada.
You did.
I met him in Billy Bishop. I tried to wave at him, and he aired me in real life.
Wow.
That's crazy. But I still fucking love your
crazy.
music. Do you see how much of a... I'm not an asshole. But yeah, K-Tranada, Anamine, K-Tramine, that's at 10.
Okay.
All right. For me, I'm going to go with my boy Lil Boat.
Okay.
Yadi, let's start here.
Here.
Yeah, because bro, I remember, I was actually on the TTC going home listening to that shit, and I was like, this song, I think this song ended, and I just realized I was actually halfway through the album, and honestly, albums like that where you just listening to it and you just feel like it's an experience where you don't even know if this track has ended, we actually gone into this song. It just felt like it was a seamless transition between one song and the other, and that's just it for me. The moment I just she started listening to the album, it just felt like an ethereal experience for me going through. I was just on my way home, man. I didn't expect for me to, just be there, just vibing on my way home. I remember, those weird stickers that they always add on Instagram of people dancing. Literally, that's how I felt, bro. The whole time, I'm just there there's actually a bop. Oh shit, I'm actually halfway through the album. I did not know. I actually thought it was on track 3. That's why the album's at number 10 for me.
All right. Okay.
All right, and I'm guessing number 9.
Your number 9.
My number 9, I have to put Tinashe in as well.
Yeah, BB/Angel, yeah. Listen, the way you're talking about Tinashe, I know it's in his top 10.
You know
sure.
it has to be in my top 10. I waited a long time, again, for her release, because I remember even when it came out, I was like, you know what? Hold on. Wait 1 second. Let me listen to the first 2 singles. Let me know what I'm getting myself into. She didn't disappoint. No comment, point blank period. And if any Chris Brown fans were to ask me if I could name 5 Tinashe songs right now,
it's hey, listen,
give up.
I'm the wrong one to ask.
The wrong one. Just letting you know, Tinashe has always been one of my top 10 artists, and she forever will be, unless she disappoints. So I'll just leave it there.
Okay. I guess I can go next, just to switch up the order.
Yes, sir.
I talked about this guy. I told you he was going to come back here. IDK F65. Now, the thing about this is 22 songs. It's a 22 song track list, and it's here's the thing. It's 53 minutes long, so it's very short, cuts and everything. And I remember listening to just how it sounded, and it's I think there was one song that he explained it. I don't know. I might be pronouncing the name on it, so forgive me. I think Champs Elise or something like that, something French. He's explaining how he likes to listen to jazz music while driving just down the highway at fast speed. That's what this album sounds like. It's smooth jazz, but you still have that hip hop, drums and intricacies that work so well. And I mean, it's so great. Like I mentioned, Thug Fear, Radioactive, the track he had with Benny the Butcher, Up the Score. He has a track, Elmina, which I don't know, is it Tay Awar? I could be forgetting the name, but bro, it's so vibey. So much good quality from there. Mr. Police, bro. I never vibed so much to a song where it's saying "fuck the police" ever in my life. It's just, like it's like groovy, man. It's like, wait a minute, that is insane. So yeah, that's my number 9. IDK F65, so underrated. I feel like a lot of people don't listen. I went to go check. He only has 1 million monthly subscribers or listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
I'm like, there is no way. I'm like, this man is too talented.
That's crazy.
So shout out to IDK, man. Great album.
Yeah. And it's me, I guess.
Yeah.
Sir.
I think for me at this position, we need a big up. I said Rhythm was a song on that. It's the local guys again, Lil Wolf with the 207 mixtape. That nah, that project, there's like heavy hitters in there. There's like the energy of PSA where it's like, you know, he's gotten Chris Hands where he's like, who them be? Well, no, that's not Chris. That's more like Uganda. But like, you know, like all of those guys that are in there, like it's energy, it's life. And then you have those slow sort of like timbre songs where you think about it and it's like, you know, kids never give up. It's like you're just hearing and it ends with this like really nice sort of quasi instrumental called 207. And so like that entire project A to Z, I can't complain.
Yeah.
I love
All right.
it. I love it. I love it.
Okay. So and I think we're now at the number 8 slots.
Okay. So does it mean I go?
I can go again for that
go.
one.
You can run it.
This was an artist I heard for the first time this year, and I think it's because of like the amount of YouTube shorts and TikTok where everyone's like, this album's like great. You need to listen to it. And this is in the pop realm. I used to be someone that listened to pop a lot. Not as often now, but I think after hearing this album, I might have to tune into it.
Tap in?
Yeah, tune in, tap in. See, I can't even speak properly. Thank you. I appreciate the correction. You know? So this artist, Caroline Polachek, Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. Bro, the opening track, Welcome to My Island. It truly represents what the title of the song is. I feel like I'm on my own personal island, just taking in the surroundings, the blue sky, you know, the sunlight. It's so warm.
Welcome.
So welcoming. No, it's warm and welcome. I meant what I said on that one.
Yes, sir.
Warm and welcoming. And like you go deeper into the track list, you have tracks like Bunny's a Rider. Originally, I'm like, I don't know. But you know when there's a song like you're not sure about, and then literally the next day you're singing that the most, the entire thing. I'm like, okay, it's clicking with me.
That one.
And then even tracks like Fly to You. It's like, you know when you're playing the video games and you have like the sonic background, like that track does the best job at implementing that sound, and it's just so smooth. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Is pop coming back to my playlist in 2024? It might have to be after this album. So for me, Caroline Polachek, Desire, I Want to Turn Into You. That's my number 8.
Okay.
All right. My number 8, Amir Obe. I'm sorry, guys. You got to understand when I say I waited for this man's album since 2018, bro. After the whole track list, it's like one of those songs where I do have my top 2 from there, but I still have songs in there where I keep going back into them. And the fact that I can listen to like majority, like I can listen from the album from start to scratch without saying, nah, I think this one's a skip. This one's a skip. This one's a skip. I don't fuck with this one. It just represents like the fact that I actually do love that man's music. I do love that man's projects. And just even like the whole vibe itself, like you can tell he actually does put a lot of effort into trying to engage with his audience and stuff. So I have to put my boy back in there. So yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So are we at 7 or are we
I think you haven't given your 8 yet.
I haven't given my 8
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Timeless, Davido. I spoke about Unavailable. There's also that song, you know, I'll be on the phone, calling you tonight. Like, yeah, definitely Afro beats won 2023, I think. I think the sound is being pushed a little bit more ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited. I know I'm excited to, hopefully if I can go see Burna Boy, it'll be nice. Burna Boy is not Davido, but still Afro beats nonetheless. Big up Ashake as well. But yeah, definitely Davido's Timeless was a good. It was timeless to say the least.
Yeah, for sure.
Slaps knee.
You want to go for number 7 since we're in the 7th spot?
So number 7, I would say Since I Have a Lover by Black.
Oh yes. You know. Okay, I'll be honest. I like it, but it didn't stick enough with me this year. I think if it was dropped last year, I would have probably had it. But it's still a great album.
It's still a great album, and that's why I had to put it in there because some of even the collaborations that I loved. You know that Black and Quinn collaboration? You know
Oh,
it was.
yeah.
If like I saw the collaboration, I'm like on the track list that he was like, I know I have to listen to this album. So since I Have a Love, it has to be on the list.
Yeah, there's a lot of good tracks.
There's a lot of good tracks. But yeah, like you said, it probably didn't stick that much for me to actually like keep it going with some of the songs. But hey man, I still gotta acknowledge that
There's
album.
there's a lot of good tracks.
Yeah.
Fatal Attraction, Preach. I didn't know I would bump Preach so much. I'm like, he's talking this shit. Wait, I've never heard this side of Black. Wait, no way.
Like it was like I don't know, like that man's growth from like what, Free Black, East Atlanta,
Love Letter,
bro, and then now we're here.
I love
That-
it.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Black. I think
Not
he's
gonna
also
lie.
nominated for a Grammy as well. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, bro. Actually, not gonna lie, there's this running joke that whenever any Black artist, whenever if they're known for their hair and they cut it, like there's this thing called the Samson effect, where after that they fall off. They tried saying that about The Weeknd at some point, and even with Starboy, like, and I actually thought that was gonna happen with Black, but nah, bro. Like that man still releasing bangers to this day.
Yeah, okay.
So shout out to Black for
Bro,
that.
that's your number 7. You want to go for number 7?
Number 7. This is an interesting one. I definitely think that The Star is Reborn by Zix Bantwini. I think that's how. I think it's called The Star is Reborn. I don't know if it's A Star is Born or The Star is Reborn. Let me confirm that.
Probably. I don't know why I'm leaning towards Reborn.
It feels
Star-
like. But
the
isn't that a
Star
movie?
is Reborn.
Yeah.
Star is Reborn by Zix Bantwini.
Shit, that was last year.
Oh, yeah, yes. No, sorry. I thought we were in 2022. We're in 2024. Sorry. I thought we were in 2023. I thought you were saying last year 2023, meaning 2022.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
long-winded thing. I'm a dumbass. But The Star is Reborn by Zix Bantwini. I love it. It's just like, of course, we spoke about Abantu. We spoke about Dubai. But there are even songs there's the Kusasa feature that they have in there, which is just like him trying Afro House again. And now going in depth and really thinking about like what's going on. Songs with Simi like Utwala are like, when like Simi's vocals are just like nicely in tune. Like she'll just be like, Utwala mama, and then you just hear, it's just like wow. And to top it all off, he has this one song called Mama Tula.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Yes, sir.
same again. It's this idea of like we spoke about Dubai, where he's telling his mom that he's going. He's telling his mom, tula tula mama, like mom, go to bed, go and sleep. Like he makes it so real.
Yeah.
And definitely this album, did I anticipate it? I knew it was coming out, and I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. Like, let me just give it a listen. You're walking on your way to school, College Street.
Buddy.
You're looking around and everyone is calm. Meanwhile, there are gems being dropped inside your AirPods.
Bro, and you're just there, like,
You're
you're
just
just literally walking and you feel like shit, like you're actually being torched.
I mean, like, this is too much. Yeah, but definitely, like, Zix Bantwini's album is definitely up there.
Yeah, okay. For me, number 7, you said you weren't really a big fan of the album, but I have it up here. Travis Scott, Utopia.
I'll get to that, actually. You're actually going to fight me on this one, even though I said it. You know what? Let me just talk
Let him cook. Nah, here's the thing, though. I remember when everyone's saying it's coming out, the album's coming out. I had expectations, but at the same time, I'm like, if he misses, I won't be mad. I won't. And hearing the first track, Hyena, I was like, okay. And then it goes to Thank God. I'm like, okay. Modern Jam. Okay. My Eyes. Okay. God's Country. Sirens. Meltdown. Feet. I'm like,
Maximus.
this man is going on a kill streak right now. Like, what is going on? Like,
What is going on here?
I listened to it. I was like, it's quality, bro. Like, it was probably to like the back end where it's like, all right, there's a couple of songs I'm not really so fond about. Everyone likes Circus Maximus. I'm not really a fan.
That's
of
actually
that
crazy.
track. Yeah. I feel like it feels like Kanye West Black Skinhead 2.0. That's what I'm saying.
That's okay if you put it like that.
It's just like,
okay.
It's just the intro.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, obviously, like, Travis did say, like, there's, like, the Kanye West influence, so I understand that, but it's just, like, But, yeah, I mean, overall, the album, top to bottom, I feel like it was consistent. Even some of the features, everyone did their thing, Drake, Cardi, Beyonce on Del Restos. I liked that one, too, for sure. But, yeah, Utopia number 7. I want to hear what you got to say because I know you have something.
Yeah.
No, not even that. I was actually gonna add it to this list as well. Even though I said it kind of disappointing because like it felt like a playlist more than a project. True. But I would say, nonetheless, that shit had bangers, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I was listening to it, I'm like, hey, what the fuck? First song, what the fuck? And then we continue, and I'm like, the whole time I'm like, but like, what the fuck? Guys? Like,
yeah.
And I was talking to one of my friends about it, and we're just saying, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, like it just, like what you said, like Astro World when it first came out, we're like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. We said the exact same thing. Next thing we know, everybody wants to jam Fiend. Everybody wants to jam My Eyes. Everybody wants to jam Hyena, bro. Like we're all there, still listening to these songs. I'm like, still, I may be shitting on, I may be shitting on it, but I will give him his flowers. Like that album was still good.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think we're at number 6.
Yeah.
That was mine. Yeah, that was my number 6.
You're 6? Okay, so I guess I can go for number 6. My number 6, Ray, my 21st Century Blues. Again, the album itself, fantastic. So many good tracks, so many quality. Ray herself, her performance was great. She kind of told it as like a novel, like a book in different chapters. I think that's what I really enjoyed about the album, when someone can tell a story from top to bottom. That really gets me invested in a way. So
sure.
Number 6 is Ray, my 21st Century Blues.
Yes, sir. So is this my 6 or 5?
It might be 6 because you
No,
said you're 6.
I started with 6 with Utopia,
And then it was me.
Yeah.
So then you're.
So this is my 6.
Yeah.
So my 6, I've been waiting for these guys to drop an album EP for a while. And although one of their songs didn't make like my top 10, I feel like the EP tells a story, and that's what carries it in to like this like discussion.
Yeah.
They came out, I think 2017 with their self-titled. Then they came and released Facing Giants. These guys called Alta, bro. Absolutely insane. Like they had like tracks, and then they released in 2023 Curio Part 1. We're still waiting for Curio Part 2, but it's gonna come out 2024, I'm sure. Absolutely mental. They had like Can't Slow Down in that. They had what's the name? It begins with an O. I think it's like Optimum as well. It's like it was just like a Optimum and Victim sonic experience. And like that type of music, you play it. I play like Bravado, which is on their previous album. Anytime when I go into an exam, the same way you play Big Dog to get amped, I play Bravado, and it's just like, yo, let's just get to work.
Yeah.
You know, he says, your false bravado, it ain't nothing to me. Like, I mean, that's how he comes in. He says, that's false. You're talking bullshit right now. When you talk, you're talking bullshit, fam. You know? So, that in mind, Curio Part 1, Alta. I'm waiting for Curio Part 2. Excited to see where it goes and how it goes. But yeah, we go from there.
All right.
Ooh, bro. We need to wrap this up quickly.
Yeah, I know you said for 9. So we may do rapid speed. I think we're in the top 5 now.
Top 5. Should we just speed through it?
Yeah, we're gonna speed through. I'm literally just gonna say my top 5, just straight, like 5 to 1, and just. I know. You know what's the funniest thing about this? I'm still recording here, so like, just know in the editing process, it's gonna be fun for me.
Sorry, man.
Don't know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I feel like tonight was one big clusterfuck, but at the same time, it's fun. It's like a fun.
It's
funny.
I'm very much a vibe-oriented guy.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right, guys. Rapid speed. Number 5. I got Kalia. Stay True. This is my reggae album of the year. I'm a reggae guy. And it's only 7 songs, but bro, the shit hits so hard. So many favorite tracks on here. I wanted to play Waiting on You from Kalia as my top 10, but I feel like it's one of those tracks I play too much. I don't want to be biased. And just like, okay, I played it too much at the end. This album dropped in November. When I heard it, I'm like, nah, this is different. So Kalia, number 5. Number 4, Child, an artist from Montreal. Better Luck in the Next Life. So great. Alternative music. Really love alternative sounds to the different soundscapes of it. Into the Deep End, great song. Bon Voyage, Good for Now, featuring Lucky Day, great. Number 3, I have Sampha, Lahai. Sampha, man, come on. What more do I have to say about that?
Talk to me.
Yeah, like, come on, there's so much bangers. Spirit 2.0, Only, Stereo, Summer Cloud. What if you hypnotize me? Just banger after banger after banger. Number 2, I got Victoria Monet, Jaguar 2. I heard the first Jaguar and
Peak.
Nah, for real. When I heard the first Jaguar, I'm like, I am tapping into this woman right here. And the fact that she wrote songs for Ariana Grande too, man. Like,
That's really?
Yeah, she did write a couple. So I don't know what song, but she did do some songwriting for Ariana Grande. So I'm like, yeah, you did the right job stepping away from her. No disrespect to Ariana, of course, but like Victoria's doing her thing. And number one, this was not a surprise. The first time I heard this album this year, I'm like, it's number one. It's Daniel Caesar's Never Enough. I can't name one bad track. I can't. There's not one good track. All the tracks are amazing and above. That's how I'm ranking it. So
To infinity and beyond.
yeah, those are my 5 and 1. 5, 2, 1 in a way. Yes.
You hit yours.
All right. Let's start with number 5. You talked about my girl Maida. And I'm going to tell you why. When she came, I think I played this song for you at some point. I thought Teen Scene with Buddy. Yeah, if you don't know it, if you still haven't jammed it, go back and jam that song. It's why I actually jammed this album. When I hear your name, bro, it was fire. Didn't disappoint. Standard procedure. One of my boys came back again this year. Theoria with Luna, which is, I think it was another, I don't want to say a sequel, but it kind of felt like it was the next step after his previous album. And he made his tour Soul and Luna, which is both of his album names. Yeah. And not gonna lie, it's actually solid. It's because he does a lot of alternative and kind of sort of like same vibes with Jaden a little bit. So he merges a lot of Portuguese with his music, and it's just the vibe throughout.
Yeah.
And another number 3 for me, it's Metro Booming with that Spider-Verse album. Everybody knows why. Y'all know why. Coil Ray came in with that song. Surprisingly, even Pop Money, I forgot to mention him at some point. He came in. That was a good song. And obviously, Am I Dreaming? That Sway Lee and Nav.
Yeah.
There was a lot of songs. And my number 1, honestly, would have to be.
Wait, did you say your number 2? Who your number 2 was? Oh, that was the Metro Boomin was number 2.
Yeah, it was number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, yeah. Actually, I'm not lying.
Because wait,
I got this shit jumbled up. Sorry. My number 3 was supposed to be a different one. It was supposed to be I Love It Here by Nasty C. It was a good album. I'm not gonna lie, it's nowhere near Strings and Bling, but
no, that was a title. You can't expect someone to be performing consistently at that level.
The thing is, it's not gonna be Strings and Bling because I feel like the purpose was different. Like it's not about, basically it's about his son.
Yeah.
He did a good job. Okay, he did a good job. There's one song called Pops in there that always gets me in my feels. Yeah. Always. And that's where number 2 with Metro Boomin comes in. And number 1 is my boy Dominic.
Okay.
Sunburn. Because from the moment I told you about the first song that I listened to, from me walking home, like just listening to that song, I'm like, fuck, that's it. That's the album. Every time I go home, for some reason, I have to listen to that song because it always gets me in the mood. It always just, prepares me to actually be in my safe space.
Okay, so I guess when we're leaving, I'm expected to spend be blasted Dominic.
For sure. For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for my 5 through 1, we need to go back to France. Damso with Calf Infinity. Amazing. Brilliant. Standard. Like I expected what I got. I came there, ate, got full, and I'm still coming back and I'm eating more because it's that damn good.
It's a buffet.
No, it's a buffet in there. Going back, number 4, Amapiano, Kabza De Small, DJ Mapurisa, Scorpion Kings. Scorpion Kings, the Conquer mixtape. I don't need to say too much. You just put it on.
You explained it all throughout.
Piano. You're just there.
Or as they say, no cap, no kizzy.
No cap, no kizzy, dog. No cap. I don't need to say too much. Top 3 now. And number 3, strictly Afro House from here on out.
Okay.
It didn't make my top 10, but Champion by Rampa. Oh no. It's too much. Like imagine, like literally the entire song, he literally just says, Champion. Champion. Adoris. You know, like that song, like you just need to hear it. You just need to feel it. You need to love it. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel ready to start the day. Imagine saying you're a champion.
Yeah, for
You're
real.
a champion in that. Yeah? Champion in that.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Then, number 2, More Love. Again, kind of music owned 2023. They owned it. There's no other way around it. They took it and they made the cloud a thing. They're touring everywhere. Please come to Toronto. If they come to Toronto, no questions asked.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Do you know the Brooklyn Mirage?
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
So the Brooklyn Mirage, they announced dates for the Brooklyn Mirage July 4th in New York.
Okay.
Within 3 hours,
3 hours.
sold out. The entire Brooklyn Mirage. They had to get another tour date. They had to get a date on the 5th just to accept like that demand because everybody's eating this. It's insane. And my favorite track and my favorite project of 2023, The Rapture Part 3.
Yeah.
The Rapture
I
Part
wonder
3.
who saw that one coming.
Yeah.
No, there's no other way. You don't say a lot. You just say The Rapture Part 3. You play. Yeah, you don't talk too much.
All right. Perfect. I just want to say thank you to the both of y'all for coming on here. I appreciate your patience with
Thank
me.
you so much.
Through all the shenanigans when it came. Even as guys, if you knew the struggles we had to do to even get all this shit connected with the audio, I really appreciate your patience with everything, man.
No, it's the process, bro. We're here for the
Yeah.
process. We're here to
just
be in
happy
the
to be-
moment. We feel blessed that you extended the hand. Big up Sean. He extended the hand to get this all started.
Yeah.
And so he's the real G.
I'm
Real
just happy
G's
to be
move in
here, man.
silence like lasagna. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Them way there. Them way there.
I'm just happy to be here, not gonna lie.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it, man, for
Just happy
sure.
to be here.
And honestly, like, who knows? This could be the start of like just a long-term relationship, you know?
The start
yeah.
is something
This-
new.
Oh nah, they're doing High School Musical in this.
Yeah, no, we're talking about music, guys. Come on.
Nah.
We need to be making these references.
Yeah, and listen to anyone listening. If you guys want to see the three of us, like, because I want to talk more music on the pod. I definitely do, and like, I don't know who I want to talk music like with for something like this. You know, like.
Yes. I think because I hurt myself. Yeah. Twice. Sorry. But yeah.
It's
Sorry.
all-
This was a moment. You ruined the moment.
It's all good. So I mean, like, if you guys are down, I would love to have more music conversations with you both.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I said, I'm someone who loves to talk music, and whether it's recording in a different space, whatever that looks like. Again, thank you again to you both coming on. Where can people follow you on your journeys on social media?
Yeah, so you can reach me at Atang.Peloewetse on IG. And that's like my main source. So that's why I post all my photos, all like what's going on in my life. And yeah, so that's ATANG.PELOEWETSE. So run it up, catch a vibe. And yeah, thank you so much for Sean for having us here. And, you know, we can't wait to be back in this safe room.
Yeah, appreciate
And
it.
on my end, you can also catch me again on Instagram, blackinkbw, black.ink_bw. And I also have a YouTube going on where most of the projects I work on, you can also just follow them. Same thing as my Instagram, just at the end, it's 267. And yeah, thank you for having us, man. Not gonna lie. When you
appreciate
said,
it.
yo, you guys want to do it? I'm like, for sure.
So say less.
All right.
Standard.
I appreciate it. Thank
right.
you to everyone listening to this 2 hour. It won't be 2 hours when I finish it, and trust me on that. I have a lot of shit to do, but thank you for listening. All right. Follow the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, We Active, Instagram, Safe Room Official. We come into TikTok and YouTube. Watch out. I tell you, the channel on YouTube is about to be super experimental.
Yes, sir.
And like sports, music, wrestling. All my WWE fans, get ready.
Call me, bro.
Get ready. WWE. Like, y'all know exactly what time it is. I'm about to go brazy on that. But again, Atang, Gofiwa, appreciate you guys, and see you guys next time.
All right.